Now that we've established the general flow of our video, it's time to trim the clips down to the final product. As we do so, there are a few concepts to keep in mind. Cleaning up the beginning and end of each clip, starting and ending with good facial expressions, eliminating jarring audio, and make sure all of the B-roll fits nicely. As you can see by our preview window, we are still at about 4 minutes in length, and ideally, we want to get down to about half that. We'll start from the beginning with the voiceover we created in the previous chapter. Let's trim the old office shot to fit right within the voiceover we added on the audio music layer. First, the timeline is hard to see and work with, so we'll hit the zoom plus icon a few times to get a better look at the clips we are editing. Since we only have a few seconds of voiceover, we'll want to trim this B-roll to start right as the old office is coming into view. We'll move the cursor there, and then go to Clip, then Set Start Trim Point. If the option is not available, it means you do not have the clip selected. If that's the case, go back to the timeline, click on the clip you are working with, find the point in the clip where you want to start, and then rejoin us at Clip, Set Start Trim Point. Repeat this at the end, just after Maggie stops speaking. Find the spot you want. Just before the bike leaves the scene will work well. Now go to Clip, and set End Trim Point. If you need to zoom in for exact adjustments, you can zoom in as far as Windows Movie Maker will let you, but we'll zoom out to get a good visual of the changes we are making. We've trimmed up the B-roll, and now it fits nicely. We'll continue cutting down our B-roll to fit with our next shot of the box taping close-up. We are only using this to transition from outside the office, where we are talking about moving, to inside the office, where we are showing the moving actually happening. So we only need a few seconds of this long clip. The segment towards the end of the clip is the most visually compelling, as it's where the box is turned at a nice angle. Find the spot in the video where you'd like the clip to start, as he is about to lay down the tape will work nicely. Go to Clip, and Set Start Trim Point. Now we'll watch the video until he's just done taping, and we'll stop just before the sound of him tearing the tape, because it's annoying. Go to Clip, and select Set End Trim Point. Let's preview that from the beginning by moving to the front and hitting spacebar to preview. Looks great. Our next clip is of the executive director discussing the move and needs to be trimmed only a little. Watching the clip for a few moments shows us where he's about to begin speaking.
So
find this point with the cursor, select it, then go to Clip and select Set Start Trim Point. Going to the end, we'll look for when he stops talking.
We can't wait, so come visit us soon.
Now we'll end just after that. Go to Clip, Set End Trim Point. Preview it.
So, we're moving, and we are very excited, although getting there is a little bit hectic today. We'll be at the new space starting on Monday, and it's going to dramatically change the way we serve clients, the client experience. We can't wait. So come visit us soon.
Sounds good. But we'll end right after he says, "We can't wait," since it finishes the sentence nicely. Pausing the clip right after he says "wait" is a good way of selecting an exact moment.
Change the way we serve clients, the client experience. We can't wait.
Now we'll go to Clip and trim the endpoint. Preview it.
Clients, the client experience. We can't wait.
Perfect. This trimming highlights cutting the fat. Never be afraid to cut off what someone says and keep only the parts you want. This will create smoother transitions, short videos, and overall, just a better final product. The next clip shows someone packing and question about what the move means to them.
Okay, Jashawn, so what are you most excited about the new office?
The question being asked by the cameraman comes across great and gives her question a nice frame of reference, so we'll include the question. Most times we cut this, but it actually works nicely here.
Well, I am definitely excited about my new office space. As you can see here, I have about 1, 2, 3 steps, and then that's it. Over there, I have a utopia of space to use, and I'm so happy about that. So thank you for asking.
Previewing the clip to the end shows a lot of personality, so we'll trim the end only a little, keep it as much of that personality as possible. We'll end with her saying happy about that. Select the clip at this point.
To use, and I'm so happy about that. So
Go to clip and set end trim point. Go back to just before the scene starts and hit spacebar or press play to preview.
I have a utopia of space to use, and I'm so happy.
Oops, cut off a little too much, but we can fix that. Grabbing the side of a clip, we can continue to shorten it, or we can even add a little back. And as you can see, when you adjust a clip longer, you are conveniently directed to the beginning of the clip so that you can preview it. So let's go back to the end and see the adjustment we just made.
To use, and I'm so happy about that.
Not enough. Let's add a bit more.
So happy about that. So thank you.
Okay. This is a perfect example of when you need to zoom in order to make an adjustment small enough. So let's zoom in a few times. Now we can cut off a few tenths of a second to remove the first sounds of her saying so.
So happy about that. So
Right here should do it. And we'll set end trim point. Preview it.
so happy about that.
Beautiful. We got it. We've gotten through trimming about half of our video. In the next episode, we'll continue trimming the last half. If you are new to this process, we recommend watching it. If you feel comfortable moving on, just note that we end up deleting about 2 minutes of footage to get our entire video under 2 minutes. That's perfect because the ideal time for a web video is 2 minutes, with 3 minutes being our absolute maximum. No matter how important you think your footage is, it is not that important if the person watching stops after 3 minutes. If you have footage that absolutely cannot be trimmed down below 3 minutes, then split it up. It's better to have 3 3-minute videos than 1 10-minute video, because you're giving your audience the freedom to choose when to watch them. So let's save the project, and I'll see you in the next episode.